Welcome everybody, I am Adam, that you know and love. This is Southend Guy Paranormal. So it's great to have you back with us. I really hope you've had a great weekend. We've been getting out and living life to the full. And first and foremost, I need to say a big thank you to my new subscribers for joining my adventures. We are now over 600. So we're well on our way to hitting that first 1,000. It's been great, that you all enjoy my content and watching what I do and how the channel's progressed and everything like that. I've just put a little thing out to the people that have just joined us. If you would like to help me in any way, I do have Patreon and PayPal links on my main page in YouTube, and just click on there, and if you want to donate, it's great. Just make sure whenever you watch my videos you give it a like and good thumbs up, so that helps support me as well. And so what's been happening now? My feet literally haven't touched the floor for a few days now. As you remember, last week we reconvened the Southend Shakedown Committee after a much extended period out due to all the restrictions, and then once they were lifted, people were going on holiday and having weekends out, all that sort of thing. So it was a case of sort of waiting to everyone to sort of settle down a little bit before we could get the people back together. So we did have a little meeting last week just to have a general catch up with each other and see where we're at. Now, those of you remember back in 2020, obviously lockdown when it was coming down the line, so we had to cancel the event. Nothing we could do. And then 2021 was really hoping we could have the event going for 2021, but again, still restrictions, so nothing we can do. However, we did get the brunt of the work done for 2020, so fingers crossed we shouldn't need to do too much to get it on for 2022, restrictions notwithstanding. And we also got some people coming back onto the committee in different roles, because we had a couple of people stand down. So again, we've got all that to sort out. We've got some change, moving of the chairs sort of thing. So yeah, it's all exciting times. Very much looking forward to getting it on, and hopefully we can have a great success again in 22 like we did in 2019. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated soon. Whenever we do new things, we will tell you, and I'm hoping at some point in the very near future I can introduce you to the committee in its fullest. But yeah, it's just getting everyone together at the one point, and yeah, you can say them all. So anyway, that's just a little quick update on the shakedown. I will try and do them more regularly as well. I'll incorporate them into my vlogs, so we can have all that business. So moving on, talking of business. This weekend we went down to Redoubt Fault again, hoping that the water level around the front half of the fault had dropped low enough to maybe get in there. Unfortunately it didn't. It still need waders. The water has clearly dropped, just nowhere near enough. So what we did, we scoped out one of the outhouses, and yeah, the content was something else in there as well. That's going to come up in January. I haven't started editing yet because I'm still doing this one here, which is St Andrews, and that was in Heybridge. That came about, that was a suggestion from Ricky actually, although I've been thinking about doing it. And the reason being was I was watching, I think it was Essex Ghost Hunters, because they do some live stuff on Facebook, and they're actually well worth watching as well. And they were checking out a building behind the church which had activity, and during the course of the night there was a mention of something coming from the church and going towards the building. I'm sure my imagination wasn't making it up, but I'm sure that's what I heard when I was doing the night. So I thought it'd be a good idea to go and check the church out. As I say, I'm just doing the edit at the moment, so I'm now going through the communication bit, with the apps we use, and seeing if we get anything relevant. Yeah, so that's what we did this weekend, and that's what I'm just doing at the moment. And as you're probably aware, this Wednesday will be the second part of St Andrews in Rochford, not St Andrews in Ashington, just to try and keep things simple. And yeah, that's worth a watch. Again, we had some different bits come through, which is why I sort of, although we was there for the one night, it's kind of why I split into two, because we got different content at the start to what we got at the finish. And also you've got Tracy Cam as well on Sunday, so just seeing the little bits that she picked up as well. And yeah, again, I'm hoping you're enjoying the bonus bits I'm now chucking up on the Sunday. When it's not Tracy Cam, I will try and fill up that gap with something else. So as you've seen last couple of times, the little outtakes and little clips from parts of the filming we've been doing, you know, just to give you little tasters, and even from behind the scenes and what happens during our expeditions. So yeah, that's immediate content. Now, being a Southend guy, I haven't actually done many investigations in Southend. I've only really been over Priory Park. So what I've done is I've sent an email through to someone, and I'm hoping for a positive response, which will enable me and the team to maybe go and look at some of the historical sites in Southend. And if this comes off, I'm hoping I'm going to get some really good content, because those of you that know Southend will probably know the buildings I'm on about. Those of you that don't, look up the history of Southend and it'll give you some idea. But I'm hoping for some positive stuff to come back. Maybe we can look into them. It'll be some great content, particularly if I can do one on Halloween. That would be mental. That would be really, really good. I will keep you posted. As soon as I know anything, I will give you the updates. So yeah, that's what's coming up. And also this weekend, I'm going to do an interview with someone, or rather, they're going to interview me. That's all I'm saying at the moment. I saw that. I hope you did. As I said before, there's stuff in this building itself. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? All the investigations I've done, and this place has got stuff. But anyway, that's by the by. I'm yeah, going off on one there. Yeah, as I said, nice to get the Southend stuff underway. Yeah, there's an interview coming up this weekend with someone. I can't give you any details at the moment. I will let that break as it happens, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. It's sort of it's sort of a little bit of a branch off, really. I think I never really expected that sort of thing, but it'll be good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Other things, I haven't actually got the drone out much recently. Obviously, the weather's not been great, so it's been rainy or windy, which isn't conducive to good drone flying. Well, certainly not at my stage anyway. There's obviously a lot more experienced drone flyers out there who can probably deal with the wind a bit better than I can. But I did use it very quickly on Saturday night when I was over at the fort. I just got some nice footage of the front of the you know, the front buildings where you can't get in too close because of the water depth. But managed to get some nice little shots. It looked easier than what it was to fly it. That's all I can say, because where nature's overgrown now, there's sort of tree branches overhanging and that, so I've got to try and avoid them and all sorts. So yeah, that's what's going on with the drone. I haven't actually put up any drone footage yet, so maybe during the course of next week I'll edit a bit of drone footage and put it up so you can see how I'm getting on with that as well. All I can say, as I said before, the Mavic Air 2, the drone that I bought, is just amazing. As I was talking to a friend of mine earlier about it, the cheap stuff you can get from those certain Chinese websites does not compare. I mean, they are literally toys. This thing's like a proper piece of kit, and I just love it so much. I just need to get more batteries, and they're like £80 a pop. I'll get there. So yeah, that's it. Now, talking of new equipment, I'm going to look at getting some new bits and pieces. There's possibly going to be a REM pod coming, maybe another EMF meter. I've seen some of the gadgets that some of the teams in like the States use, and I'm thinking, yeah, might be good for getting a better response from my own investigations. And not only that, I'm going to turn my hand to building one of the music boxes. Any of you that's watched guys like CJ Faison out in the States, he's got one, and it's literally a PIR, and if anything triggers the PIR, it sets off a music box, which was quite a cool thing. So I'm going to look to build one of them. They look pretty simple, to be honest. Although I probably won't get an actual mechanical music box, you can get the digital ones. It's the same, you know, you get the same thing. It's only a PIR triggering a switch which turns which will turn the little music box on. So yeah, it's the same thing. But I'm going to look to build one of them, and possibly a bigger EM pump as well. Those are pretty much in the pipeline. But again, I'll keep you posted, and you can see what comes up on here. So I'm going to wrap that up there. Again, as I said, if you've got any ideas, comments, suggestions, any sites you'd like me to visit, if you've got your own place you want my team to come and have a look at, by all means drop us a line, and yeah, we'll be in touch, we promise you that. It was also good to chat to the guys at Paranormal Essex last night. Good to see them fellas back at it, and Kim doing the tarots as well. Again, check those guys out there on Facebook. They're doing their content again now, which is going to be fun. We're hoping we can team up again at some point, because we sort of bounced off of each other quite well. But that'll all be in the pipeline. Again, I will let you know when those come up. And yeah, as I say, just exciting times ahead. Lots of different content on its way. Thanks very much, everybody. I'm going to sign off. We shall see you Wednesday for the second part of St Andrews. Good night.